Okay. Sorry about that. My mic wasn't on for a while. It always puts it on my freaking my Bluetooth headset. So I just put it on my my mic for my I can't talk today. From remote control. Oh man. Well, anyway, I want to talk about my friend Matt today. Just for a brief moment in that, because he did something yesterday was a little uncalled for, and I think it's time to look through these scenarios that he's been doing. It hasn't been happening a lot, but me and him haven't been talking and playing that much. Honestly, to tell you the truth, we played maybe a couple times here and there. We played Killing Floor and that, and then we won't play for like a couple days and that, whatever it is. Anyway, he said something rather ignorant to someone I was playing games with. And nothing bad, really. I don't think it was bad, but it was just childish. And, like, he was upset because I wasn't playing games with him, so he's trying to bully me into playing games with him. So I'm just sitting there, like, thinking to myself, like, fuck no, that's ignorant as fuck. I'm not gonna talk to you anymore because you're being kind of a dick towards me. You don't treat other people like crap because your feelings get attached because you don't want to join up with anyone. I'm not gonna have someone that's gonna not want to be part of the group that I'm in. We're all playing games together. I feel like that's how you are with your girlfriend. You're all about her, and now you don't want to talk to anyone else, and that, and then you threw people underneath the bus, which is at the time like the first person you were friends with, I guess. And now you're complaining because I don't want to hang out with you. So I said I don't want to hang out with you now. I mean, now I don't really want to hang out with you because you're treating people like shit. You're saying really negative stuff towards people. It's very uncalled for. That's all it is.
Good journey, Mephisto. Give my regards to the Abyss.
And like it just, and this guy kind of like, why? Like a why factor. Like, why do you have to be so ignorant towards someone that you don't even know? In your mind, I already know the answer why. I'm just like, people always ask that question, like, why do people do certain things? Because you're self-centered. All you care about is what happens to you, which is fine. Being self-centered is fine. Like, you be a little self-centered, but then more about yourself. Then, I mean, if
Once the
someone's
book
playing
has
with a
served its
friend,
purpose, I shall delve into its secrets.
and you come on there, he's streaming that, so you'll stream, and all of a sudden, you'll get upset, and then you'll sit there and say stupid shit. Really obviously dumb crap. Oh, cool ammo. It's back. Cool. I can throw an into that. Yeah, buddy. I don't think it gives me this. This give me casting speed. It does give me 20%. This gives me just more damage resistance. Snag my heart of oak really quick. But yeah, it's... Don't come on and say negative stuff like that. I'm playing around with someone that's fucking better than you, you know, at playing games. He's a damn good character. He does a really good fucking job. And then try to, like, make fun of people and that, because, you know, that's what bullies do. If you ever notice why, you know, why people become bullies? It's for attention. Attention. Pure, honest attention. That's it. Literally, that's it. They demand attention rated things, and they have to have it, or they shut down. They'll go into a depression. I say, you know, it's like to help someone out, you have to be able to let them drink the water, you know, kind of thing. You put the horse at the lake, it can't, you know, drink the water, you can't force it to. Oh, the hell was this on? 54? Oh, it is 54. Okay, well, that makes sense then. Yeah, that's the biggest problem with a lot of people that I've noticed. You know, you can't do that sort of thing. You know, you can't be ignorant towards people just because, you know, you're not getting your way, and then you cry and pout about it. Number one, that's fucking massively fucking stupid. No man should be a baby when you're over the age of conceit. You know, when you're over the age of 18. It just sounds like someone babied you too much. Or your daddy wasn't manly enough to help you with your situation. Because you were more controlled by too much feelings. Too much feelings is bad.
Thanks.
You gotta have a cycle of in between. Trust me, you gotta have a cycle in between. So I had a lot of feely type stuff in me when I was younger. I'll tell you what. I do now, but now I control my emotions. Now when I flirt with a woman, I flirt with the woman. I talk to her. I get to know her more. I'm not just sitting there like stumbling over my words now because I don't know what to say. No, you know what to say. You just gotta practice. It's game. Not every girl's gonna be like gun-ho for you just because you're a man. Because that means you're entitled. That means you just think everyone should like you because, you know, you're a man. I know there's entitled women out there, but there's also a lot of entitled men out there. And it's just like somebody gets a really good job without barely working for it. Same thing. I make, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, and no, I didn't have to do all that extra crap in that. That's called entitlement. I mean, someone gave you something because they're like, he's good at the job, but he's kind of a dick. And it's sad that, you know, the father of the family, if that's the case, you know, say like the father doesn't do his job in the whole family thing, then the kids are going to be raised unorthodox. But say, like, if the mother's the one that's just like, you know, women do everything right and all this stuff and that, and the man doesn't stick up for his child, for his son, because he knows how it is to be a man for real, then that's the problem. I made up excuses my whole entire life because my parents did it. It all started when I was, 16, trying to get my license and that. You know, I had a speech impediment a little bit. You know, I didn't know how to read too well in that. I couldn't sound out words that well. My phonics were messed up in that. And it ran in my family a little bit. Probably from more or less from my mom's side in that. And that's just how it was. But then you learn how to work around it. So in school wants you to aim to be this like normal person that you gotta know all these fucking things and that are about nothing. I already know most of the people that got out of school and that either they killed themselves or they're still drinkers. They still drink a lot of fucking booze. They probably work at a factory somewhere. Or they work, some of them do got good jobs and that, but like, every time I look at anywhere, like, most people that did really good in high school didn't do shit in life, period. Because life is not the same thing as school. It never will be. You go into high school or even college all them people in college most likely are fake, and they're just doing it just to do it because they're told to do it. Come on, Turbucket. You stay out in the backyard? Stay in the backyard. And this is from actual experience. Now, I went through like a year and a half worth of college and I swear, I saw all the same people. I've seen people that hated me for no reason. Like, there was a guy, it was a Bosnian guy that I've known since like beginning of high school and that. And I never really had classes with him and that, but he was on the football team and all that stuff and that. He didn't like me. He didn't really like me too much. And I never knew why. It was pretty obvious that it was something to do with him, but so he, treated me like shit in high school and that. I didn't know why. He was just very negative towards me and that. And it's probably because, I was more attractive looking than him or whatever it might have been. And he probably heard girls talking about me, I guess. I don't know. I have no clue. But, so I went through quite a few phases now when I was younger and that. And I see that with other people now. And that's why I like to catch it. Because I hate to say it though, if your parents aren't doing their job as parents to maintain the flow of how you're nurtured, then that's bad on them. It means your parents are fucking dumb. And they have no idea what the fuck they're doing. This guy in, Chronicles of Love, they're like, oh, let's have, oopsie baby. Oh, that's another oopsie baby, because I got excited in that, Like, oh, we're not going to do that again. Oh, oopsie baby, you had 15 other kids, and then you're struggling trying to keep money support up. All you do is work because you got 30 billion kids because you're too busy be busting nuts everywhere, or the girl is just constantly crawling all over the guy because whatever reasons it might be. Maybe the dude's got a huge dong or something. I don't know. But normally they're selfish reasons. Normally. People do selfish acts of stupid. They do it because it makes you feel good, kind of thing. Hormones are a bitch. We want to reproduce. But reproduction it comes with a price if you're not ready for it. Especially nowadays. This ain't no tribal days that you got like family members and people taking care of you now, people helping you out and that. Sometimes yes, most times no. Like if I had kids, I'd be praised to have kids. Some people, not so much. I got a big ass family. You know, and I'm not gonna lie, my family, you know, they're rather wealthy in that for the most part, you know, because they did good things, they work really fucking hard, they make good money, you know, the whole entire life because, you know, they went up into business, they were smart, they were intelligent, you know, they made a lot of fucking money. So my background is that. And I think a lot of people have that same kind of background. But not everyone does. So when you see people starting off to be working hard in that, you can see why that I never really worked a lot in my life. That's the truth. I never needed to. Now, was I was I well? No, I wasn't wealthy at all. Myself. No, my dad always had a good job in that. My mom always worked in that when we were younger and that. You know, so I started hating money to a certain extent because I started seeing how it changed people. So now I don't even care. Like, people buy too much stuff. I know younger people, as soon as they get a paycheck, they're like, oh, what can I buy with it? Money's meant to be bought with. No, that's the market strategy. That's what they want you to do. They want you to buy stuff and that. So they can be rich. So you could be broke. And you can spend money pretty easily. I've been having like a little budget thing going on, even when I was getting paid less. I try to keep my money, you know, a little bit above $3,000. And I see other people's bank accounts and that. There was one, you know, Baji lady that came up and that. She had barely any more money than me. She had a little bit more money than me. But she checked her bank account to make sure it went through and that. I saw her account and she had like close to 9,000 in there. And I mean, obviously, that's probably not the whole like money thing. That's probably not all the money that the person has. No, probably not. But I look at the people that they're struggling just as much as anyone else. They barely have maybe like a couple thousand in their account. I mean, you know, a couple thousand here, a couple thousand there. You know, just having like $10,000 in your account is a lot of money. That because most people don't even have that much because things cost too much or they buy too much shit and they don't have the money to be able to, you know, keep it going. And, you know, bills do add up in that, but, like, you always got to count your bills as you have to pay for them or you can't survive. But it's the materialistic stuff that you have to pay for that keeps on rocking it up. Credit cards. But notice how nice people use credit cards because they have to. So they borrow money from credit card companies and that. They pay a shit ton of interest. Because I have to. That's just why it's good to be together with people. That's why it's good to be in love with people. And that's why it's good to share stuff together now. Because having two jobs, paying for two people is not that much. Especially, you know, if it's a boy and a girl. No, a full-grown man, say my size, over 200 pounds. You know, a little bit on the fat side. Yeah, I got about 10% fat to lose and all that stuff and that, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to eat more than a woman that's 100 pounds. By far. But that woman makes the same amount of money as me, if not more than me, just to say. So in expenses, she's cheaper, as in food-wise. Now, she wears a lot of makeup and that. Makeup can be expensive, yes. She likes to wear, like, dress clothes and that. Dress clothes can be very expensive. That's when you start getting into marketing. Guys don't do that. Women do a little bit more than guys. And that becomes a nuisance. Because that's, you know, you go out and buy new shoes every freaking, you know, because you see something that looks cool. It's all pretty design that you have to have it kind of thing. That's called market manipulation. The market's manipulating you because they throw out sparkles and colors and that. You're like, oh. Just, you know, when some people with certain shoes or certain clothes or they have a brand that they really like and that, they have to have it. They have to have it. You know, because if they don't have it, that's what happens. They freak out. In their mind, that they have to be the first one to have it. You know what that is? It's a sign of manipulation. I used to have that stuff. Like a PS5 came out on that. I knew I could wait. I'm like, I'm playing PS4. No, I don't care about all the new games coming out. Sadly to say, I'm a gamer. Or not about that. I was sadly to say, you know, like, I didn't care. You know, most of the games that came out, you know, on PlayStation 5 have been, you know, rather shit. I don't play a lot of those games. They're kind of crap. You know, but being a gamer in that, I don't need to, I don't need to worry about that stuff because I can play anything and be happy. Come on. Did you have fun outside, turd buckets? It's warm outside. It's so warm outside, puppy. That's why it's good to learn these things. I promise you, it'll make you feel so much better once you learn that you can be happy with your life without buying all this crap and that. Because a lot of people are so into that. I know from firsthand, you know, from myself and, you know, from people around me. Time is 2 o'clock. Oh. And my dad buys a lot of crap, and I was used to him buying stuff. And you know, he always bought a lot of. He's a gun collector. He likes to collect those stuff and that. And like, it gets expensive sometimes. You know, you gotta buy a lot of stuff and that you gotta make. But it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't. It matters that you think that you need it because in your mind that you're like. You're struggling to keep yourself sane. To be able to keep yourself sane, you have to keep on buying stuff because you think that's what it is. So people that rely on medication, like a doctor says, take this medication and all this stuff and that. Sometimes, yes. For some things, like depression, suicidal, all that crap, but like, no, don't take medication like that because the medication actually doesn't do... I already know what it does. It makes you... The first thing, it makes you obese. Because it fucks with your brain. Your brain doesn't make the chemicals like it needs to on its own. I tell everybody that. It's like, you don't need medication for depression. Depression's a mindset. You know, every time I talk to one therapist, I figured out therapists are fucking stupid. Like, they know the basic of human, like, manipulation. They manipulate you in a good way in that. So they tell you to do things like, oh yeah, do this. And then it's like a big old like hearing, like a big ear. They just listen to you. And they get paid $70,000, $60,000 a year just to fucking listen to you. It's just like, are you serious? This place is fucking huge. Like, damn. Get paid really good money to sit there and do what I do every damn day. A therapist. Use degrees to try to simplify that you're smart when degrees don't mean shit. Cause I learned how to be a therapist on my own, right? You know, I talk to people and try to educate myself based upon what people, you know, what people are and that. the biggest thing when I went to my therapist for the first time when I had issues and that, I always think that they're going to fix you. No, no one fixes you. So when girls or guys date people that they want to fix, the people have that kind of emotional intention, like, I want to make that person better. You don't know any better than that person, because that person could be massively happy being a piece of shit.
Hey, can you clean your frying pan and that up? I'm working on that ham and bean soup. I had to pick up some more ham.
No, yeah, I saw that. I was smelling it when I woke up.
Yeah. It'll make it smell good. Well, can't eat it today, but we'll eat it tomorrow. Once you get it made, then you gotta leave it overnight and let it.
Yeah, no broth and that.
I found some of the other stuff I was needing, that special edger for edging.
Yeah.
You know, I found that they had them.
Oh, okay.
So I'll do that, and I'm gonna get my fish done. And I'm gonna cut up that stuff for the beef tips and noodles. We'll have that for supper tonight.
Okay. Yeah, I could get home like 3, so.
Yeah, I felt you came home late, but I got your frying pan with some water in it. I need you to go up there.
Yeah, it was just eggs in it.
I know, but I want you to clean it.
Easy. Oh. I'll be right back. I'll just jump real quick.
I mean, I can do that myself pretty much. You know, it's edging on that way, let that dry.
Cookies! Cookies and cookies! Cookies. Holy shit. Look at that. I gotta charge up my... Gotta charge up my Fitbit. I like wearing that thing. I just use it for a watch. You know, satisfying a watch and that. I see some people spend enormous amount of money on there it goes. Over. Thought I had charged up. The Fitbits last for like 3 days. I'm sure my lightning resistant to 30. This might be a little ugly. Yeah, I might not anymore. Anyway. Lose a little bit of casting speed, I believe. Not never I got 40%. Actually, more casting speed. Ice lose a little bit of life. I lose quite a bit of mana. Oh, I'm about to get rid of these and go to my Frost Gauntlet thing because I don't have enough mana. Well, unless I got another ring I can equip. Do I? Where's that? Well, I guess I'd do another Frost Ring. Piece of shit. Huh, that's not bad. Yeah, I gotta collect all these. Is that it? No. Yeah, let's see how good it does.
I can't do that here.
Hey, Jackson. What are you doing? Ray. That was quick. Yeah, it is rather nice today. It doesn't kick me from my fucking stream. There it goes. Yeah, it's really nice today. They just had a big ass storm and finally everything cleared up.
It's good to see.
There we go. Cool. Healing. Nice. Almost had 3,000 damage. Sweet. Yeah, I do. I work a little bit later though. I got about an hour and 30 minutes or so. I got a little bit of time. I just woke up about an hour ago. It was pretty good. Pretty good nap or sleep. I slept really well actually. Very good sleep. I passed the fuck out. I was tired. It was busy as hell. Like them, that family that we supposedly hired. Well, we didn't hire. I would never hire people that are I couldn't hire people that looked like they wouldn't work. Our GM hired them and that, and yeah, I think they quit. They worked for like 3 or 4 days. it's pretty obvious they probably quit. And, it's whatever it is, you know, people have to leave, you know. But yeah, they quit and then supposedly they called off on Monday. They're supposed to be here on, like, they're supposed to be there like Wednesday and Friday and that, but they didn't show up. No waitress showed up. It was just, you know, there's this one of our managers was there, and she, you know, she's supposed to be a cook in that too, but she ended up being a server now because she does serving too. And we were busy. She made a lot of money that night. We were busy as hell. It was constant business. It was constant doing stuff for the most part. So yeah, it was pretty hectic. And I'm sure it's going to be the same thing today. Yeah, we need more people. I was working till about 1:10. I was gonna stay till 2, but I kind of we start slowing down. I normally get off at 1 if we're not super busy after 1. I normally leave. But yeah, it started slowing down like right when I start to get ready to leave. It slowed down pretty dramatically. But it was busy from like 7 all the way till like 11 or 12. Not like super busy, it was like off and busy enough to keep us going. I fucking keep on kicking my ass. What the fuck, dude? This is seriously messed up. But yeah. But yeah, we need help. Like, it's gonna start getting more busy or not. Like, we probably made close to over $1,000 or so, if not more, on the week, on both shifts. Like, going into overnight shift. So maybe our district, maybe someone will start, you know, giving us a little bit more people in that. Because we need help. Bad. Taking my damn Fitbit to work. But yeah, our GM needs to stop hiring fucking let loose people. Oh, we're already busy now. It's fucking crazy. Like, we went from, like, last month, we had nothing, and now we're just, like, feeding, like, 30, 40 people in a matter of, like, a couple hours. Man, this is the busiest Friday and Friday we ever had for a while now. It's fucking insane how busy we get. And it's always when we don't have enough people. Like, when we're bare staffed, we get so much more business than when we're not bare staffed. I mean, we had me, a manager, and 2 cooks. And the manager wasn't even a manager. She was serving the whole entire time. It was fucking insane. Man, she was doing a damn good job. I was praising her. I always praise everybody. Because you have to praise people, because, you know, we're getting the heat of the moment then. I mean, we had 2 cooks there. The overnight cook one of the overnight cooks got fired. Oh, no, he was off. Yeah, our main manager was off. He's basically like, he's right below the GM kind of thing. God damn, motherfuckers. Stop lagging so damn bad, bitch. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, he was off in that. Yeah, there's no server on shift. There's just a manager, 2 cooks, and a dishwasher. That's almost maxed out. Oh man, I'm not even level 60 yet. Cool. Yeah, it was just getting really stupid. And then when the other girl came in, when the other girl came in, that she started picking up. We got a little more busier after like 10 o'clock. We started getting even more busy. And as the other girl was getting packed with all kinds of people and that, we had a freaking like 25 top come in, and like they were celebrating a first year birthday for a baby, and a lot of them didn't eat in that. They just wanted to have a place to hang out. But some of them, they still got drinks and stuff. They still got, like coffees and stuff like that. So it still took the servers time to give them drinks, still wait on them that. Some of them want to eat, so say maybe 10 out of the 20 wanted to eat or something like that. And it was just like, so... That was when our overnight server came in. Then our manager took a break in that, because then we went down to 1 cook after 10. And our overnight cook now, I give that man props. That dude works hard. He keeps up, for the most part. When he's by himself. When he's not by himself, he tends to drift off a little bit, but I think a lot of people do that. Because we're so used to working by ourselves. It's like me having another dishwasher when we're busy in that. I know what to do when we're busy. I couldn't sit there and be like, I'm going to be lazy now, because that's what I don't want. I don't want to be lazy. I'd rather keep moving. Unless it is not busy. Like if I have to eat or something. But yeah, it was pretty hectic. Today's going to be even worse. That's why I'm happy I woke up later, because I woke up at like 8 o'clock the other day. And I took maybe a 45-minute nap. It was still pretty good, but damn. It was rough at the end. But then I started feeling better when I was walking home and that. But yeah, that shit was crazy as hell. There it goes. It was pretty crazy. But I had fun though. I try to keep the morale up. People don't like hearing nice things said to them. But I try to keep the morale up as much as I can. They call me the hype man for a reason. I like to hype people up. So I was playing music and that in the dish room and that, and I was singing and that. So every time they hear my music get on, my music's very positive. It has a lot of pushy methods. It pushes you to want to hypes you up and shit. There's a lot of hype music. A lot of hype music. pretty good. I actually enjoyed myself. I was jamming. I need to buy me one of those speakers. Because a lot of music I listen to is all new music. It's not music that people know of. So I listen to a lot of YouTube artists and that. So they have a lot of hype-ass music and that. Cool-ass stuff. But yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed myself. It was hard work, but I enjoyed myself though. So I see people work hard in that. That's what I was talking about to our manager and that. Got a bit of a crush on her actually, to tell you the truth. I think she's a very, I like the way she looks and that, and how she is and that, the way she works and that is very intriguing. And she was busting her ass. She's a little bit younger than me. She's like 26 or something like that. But man, she works hard. She works really fucking damn hard. Anything with their cooks and that. I don't know why people don't praise each other. It's like they never understood what praise is. Now she got a boyfriend that. I mean, I don't know what's going on with their boyfriend. I don't think there's. I think it's more of a situationship than it is an actual relationship. Because I don't think they're really like together, but they're just kind of like holding on to whatever they have. I guess. I don't know. Well, I don't know if I want to get with her just now. I don't even know if I don't even have her number yet. I know my team don't like getting people's numbers and that. And sometimes I get people's numbers and that, they don't even fucking talk to me at all anyway. That's what it's like, okay, pointless. I have 2 girls' numbers from work. None of them talk to me. Even though we like talking, in person and that, like I'll see them in person and I'll say hi to them and chit-chat and shit. They won't text me at all. I'm just like, okay. That's cool. I don't need to worry about no emotions and all that crap and that. Rather just worry about my streaming and worry about what I'm doing at work. That ruined my life to worry about all those emotions and that. That kind of fucked me up when I was younger. Almost 3,000. Almost 2,000. Over 400. But yeah, let's see what happens. There's signs all over the place. When you work with someone that you're attracted to for so long, you're gonna automatically want to get closer to them. But it doesn't mean you want to be in a relationship with them. That's why it's good to take time in between. Because if we're attracted to each other, that's one case. But we kind of have similar lifestyles. She's not like, she lives, she's kind of got like a little bit of a city culture to her, but it's not as bad like ghetto, which is good because, I haven't noticed that a lot nowadays. A lot of people that live in the city that don't like massively ghetto people. People that are like gangbangers and shit. They don't care for that stuff too much, which is smart because they don't get you anywhere. Yeah, it was pretty nice though. We were talking that and chit-chat and shit and like a little bit. Well, we'll see what's gonna happen today. hopefully the one waitress shows up. 'Cause that would have been nice if she would have showed up. But I don't think she could have handled all that. She would have freaked out. Do I like one of the waitresses? Oh, yeah, I mean, I guess I like the overnight waitress and that. I mean, I don't like her, like, relationship-wise. Like I said, most of these people have boyfriends and that, so. But she's cool, though. Oh, the manager? Yeah, the manager's like, oh, yeah, I got crushed on her. Heavy. I got heavy crushed on her. I told her already. I told her up front. Even with their boyfriend being there at the time when they were close on that. I told her I had the hots for her. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. Just to see the look on his face. Oh, no. Oh, that's what you're talking? No. Not like that. Yeah, the one I'm supposed to be on Friday, she's an older lady in that. She's good. She doesn't eat. She's very malnourished. She's not massively athletic. So I think she went through a horrible, like, depression age and, like, went through a midlife crisis kind of thing. Because it's pretty bad. You can definitely tell that she's been through a lot. Because, like, she can't eat, like a little bowl of potatoes and that. Like, she has a hard time eating. She looks at me, she's like, how do you eat so much? Because you're supposed to eat. You're supposed to have food in your system. That's how you get energy. You can't rely on, like, 200 calories a day. And then when you get home and that, you probably eat, like, 200 more calories. 500 calories a day is horrible for you. Your body does not work that way. Being malnourished is the reason why a lot of people have massive issues when they get older. You gotta eat. You gotta eat healthy. You gotta have your proteins. You gotta have all your crap in that. You gotta eat your eggs and shit. You gotta keep yourself going. I mean, there's sometimes it's good to fast for, multiple hours and that when you're working that. Sometimes it is. Most of the times you gotta fucking eat. Yay! Holy shitter macaroni! Woo! Yeah, like if I don't eat every 3 to 4 hours, I feel like I never have enough energy. But yesterday was good. I ate a lot of rice, and my God, rice is extremely energizing. No, we get half off. But it's still cheaper than just, like, eating normal food at home with that, because, for, like, 2 meals, it was, like, $14. So I can't say it was really expensive. No, we don't make enough money to eat for free. That's the problem. And a lot of times because people take home food for family and that's what we're having issues with. Exactly. Especially if you eat as much as me. Like I had 2 chicken breasts with 2 big things of rice. We got jasmine rice. It's pretty good. Actually, it's rather good. So, rice is very energetic. Rice is a damn good source of energy. Better than potatoes, by far. Oh. Oh yeah. I mean, as long as we pay for it, then honestly, I give me a little bit bigger helpings than that. You know, because I ate. I don't know what time I ate. I think I ate a little bit before I left for work, and I didn't eat till almost like a little bit past 10. I was starving, but I ate a lot of food before I left, so my body would still be able to carry it. Yeah, you shovel in too much food into your body, especially certain kinds of foods, like high-calorie dense foods, it fucks you up. Like, it makes you sluggish as hell. That's why it's good to have certain types of, like, carbs and that in you. Like I said, like, rice is very good. White rice is amazing. They digest is really easy. Gives you a lot of energy up front. That's why I was feeling so good. I mean, they're going back to kind of where they are. Yeah, like they've been over $200, just still not enough. You know, my last check it was like 250 something. My check 2 weeks ago was really close to 300. Still better than what it was when they knocked my hours back. But yeah, I still need I need 500 a week, honestly, to tell you the truth. I need 500 a week. But I don't want to get another job in that, because I hate changing jobs so damn much. It really bothers me, because I like the people I'm working with and that. People are pretty cool for the most part. I'm starting to get used to it. Starting all over again, it's just a pain in the ass. Yeah, like people say, "Oh, get another job and get more money." I can always make more hours. You know, I'll eventually get a raise. I mean, that's why I'm happy I got YouTube and that. Cause at least I can be able to meet people on YouTube. Because, you know, it's really hard for me to meet people because I always went from job to job to job. You know, I like working at White Castles. But then, you know, people went against me in that because of my personality and that. They don't like open people. That people are a bunch of pussies and cowards, whatever you want to say. And they cried and bitched and moaned because, you know, I went through a lot of emotional bullshit. So I'm not afraid of speaking my mind when it needs to be spoken. And people get butthurt over it. And they don't like me. Like, how can you be so positive? They say that shit all the damn time. Like, how can you be so positive all the time? Like, why the hell are you not positive? What's the whole point of being negative? And then they cry. They get all pissed off and shit. Because like, you can't be that positive a person. Like, people don't like positivity. They literally frown. They frown upon you know, upon positivity. They hate it. And they literally hate people that are positive. They don't like happy people. I mean, people don't like happy people. I don't understand why the fuck you're not happy. World's such a bad place. That's because you are manipulated that way. You think that way because you're an idiot. When I go outside and I see stuff and that, I see a beautiful world. People go outside, they see people killing each other. That's the news for you. Well, they do that shit a lot. It's stupid. Yeah, I mean, it's difficult on my mind. That's why I developed a way where sometimes I'll just turn it off and I just don't fucking care. I'll turn off, everything. Yeah. Exactly. Now I went from White Castles, which I worked there for about 4 months. I went to Hooters, which I worked there for about 3 months. And then, I took like a month off from that, and then I got hired on the Denny's. Which I was happy to have a job. I mean, I'm always happy to have a job. Even though I disagree with the GM and how she, treats, doesn't give me the hours that I want. She took one of my days away, which I really enjoyed working that day. I mean,
Lord Diablo.
now when I see people do really stupid shit and they never get fired, and I'm the one that gets fired over very little things, because normally it's because of normally it's because of women. I can't lie. Some of the women that I talk to and that, I'm trying to get to know and stuff and that. Not all of them are the same, but the ones at Hooters, man, there's a lot of those. There's only a couple girls in it. They were super entitled. My God, they were entitled. It was so hard to work with them because they be fake as hell towards you. So when I try to get to know them, that they would sit there and get upset because I wouldn't be talking to them, or I'd be talking to another girl, and that's this constant back and forth. That's what happened at work today. Not really. I mean, people do stupid shit, very obviously. We all do. But, normally they don't last too long. It's too much hard work. The ones I work with, they work really hard. They keep up with their stuff really good. And I try to help out the best way I can. But, yeah. They do pretty good. Depending on the day. Some days are a lot more better than others. But I mean, our overnight girl was having problems with our overnight cook. Overnight waitress was, because overnight cook has a little bit of issues. He's got a little bit of, kind of he does a really good job, but he uses what he does to think that he could do anything that he wants. He thinks that he's invincible kind of thing. And he up saying some stupid ass shit towards overnight. And this dude's older than me by far. He got 10 years on me. So I'm trying to see, age doesn't matter. It's the mentality of you. Yeah. He was the one that got aggressive towards me a couple times about eggs, if you don't remember that one. That was like 3 or 4 weeks ago. He was always very apologetic of manager, and our manager, our manager talked to him about it and that, because he was getting kind of aggressive towards our overnight waitress, and that's when our manager guy was talking to him and that. He's like, hey, you can't be doing that stuff. Because, a lot of these people have been in prison. And prison really fucks up your mind, Because they tell me their stories and that. Sometimes they go to, sometimes they do a little bit of prison time or jail time or whatever it is because of drugs or because, they had to do something and something happened and they got caught up in shit. And then when they go to prison to know what crime they committed or whatever. So one of the guys, he beat up someone that was tormenting his family or whatever, and he got put in prison for it. He shouldn't have. The dude was a horrible person. I tell you, did a good thing. But now it's time to develop your mind again and get out of that way of living. And he still kind of had that prison way of life still. He was a tall guy in that. He was a rather big guy. And he used it as a fear factor. I don't think he was a mean person. No. I don't think he was violent. No. He just used scare tactics. People use bully tactics a lot when they don't know what else to use. And he was being kind of a dick towards her and that, and the manager guy, she called in and said, hey, I don't want to... She went to the office and talked to the manager. Guys, I don't want to be here anymore. I can't stand it. And he talked to him and called up our district manager, supposedly. I don't know the whole story. Only thing I know is when I talked to her about it. But I know that he was aggressive because he did towards me multiple times. And, the boss guy in that, told him, are you sure that he did this kind of thing and all stuff and that? And then the manager guy came up to me and he was talking to me about our district manager. It was hilarious. Because he was hinting of something that was wrong. Because something happened with our district manager back then. I'm not going to say exactly what happened because I don't know the full story. I only know what someone told me. And, he done some stupid shit, basically. So our manager was asking about it, because he overheard me talking about it when he came in, because, I like to brief people on people, because you need to know who people are. Talking to some people that know people for a while, and now you kind of get the hint about who people are. And, he asked me about that, and I said, yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, he done some stupid shit back then, And so the district manager finally decides to fire him. Because you want to get the evidence up in that. See if everything was... here's what it is. If someone has schizophrenia, which is most people have that have, massive, spontaneous eruptions of anger, because in their mind, they think that someone's talking about them, they care about what everybody says about them, even though they don't talk about them that much. Your actions speak louder than words. So if you're lazy and you don't work and someone talks about you, it's very obvious that you're just lazy. Duh. But some people, our overnight dishwasher guy, you had some issues. He damn well had some schizophrenia problems. And yeah, schizophrenia is a disorder. It should be written on paper what medications that you're taking that. Especially if you're working with people. Because the overnight guy tried, be headstrong towards me. And I confronted him, about it. Not about it, but I was just being my nice asshole self, as always. Because niceness always beats negativity, I tell you that. When you're positive towards someone that's negative, my God, they fucking hate it. But the thing is, they can't do nothing about it, because their body agrees with positivity. And I always had a smile on my face, and it's just hilarious. I always laugh at everything, and people are like, "What do you laugh at everything?" I'm like, "Guys, you're not going to beat someone that's positive, so I don't give a shit, no. If you're going to be negative, be an asshole, then I'm not going to agree with it, I'm just going to laugh at you."